about Islam is that it's not just the issue of salah being an act of ibadah. In Islam, going to sleep can be an act of ibadah. Smiling to people, relieving people's grief, all of those things are act of ibadah. You know, our whole movement in life, all different aspects of our lives can become an act of ibadah. Asim al-Ahwal said that Abu al-Aliya said, Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim, or the straight path, is the messenger of Allah. May Allah bless him and grant him peace. That the messenger of Allah, we're asking for to be guided to the messenger of Allah, and the messenger of Allah guides us to what the straight path is in that regard. And his two companions after him, Abu Bakr and Umar, that their way was the straight path. Asim said, I said to Al-Hussein that Abu al-Aliya said that the straight path was the messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and his two companions. He said he spoke the truth and was faithful. It's an interesting thing that Imam al-Qurtubi relates the statement of Al-Hussein in this regard, because here we know that there's a difference between the Sunnis and the Shia in this regard. So here we're being taught that the straight path also has a lot to do with the example of Abu Bakr and Umar as being part of the straight path, and it's something that's part of the Quran. That the Quran is indicating to us the meaning, according to some of the scholars, not all of them are agreeing with this, that the straight path is to follow the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and Umar radiallahu anhu. Hussein is quoted as saying this. Asim said, I said to Al-Hussein, Abu Ali said that the straight path was the messenger of Allah. May Allah bless him and grant him peace, and his two companions. He said, Al-Hussein said, he spoke the truth and was faithful. That's important because the Shia don't agree with that. And so the Shia, they hold Al-Hussein radiallahu anhu to high regard. So you have Al-Hussein here acknowledging the role of other companions. That's just something to reflect upon. Right? But the root of sirat, the word sirat in Arabic is a way. It is also related with the sin rather than salt from istirat, which means swallowing, implying that the swallowing up of the path by one who travels on it. Right? It is related that it should be pronounced between zay and salt, like a sirat. It is related with the pure sirat, but sin is the root. Salama related that al-fara said as-sirat with the pure zay is the dialect of Udra, Kelb, and Banu al-Qain. There's different ways to recite the Quran. Sometimes we don't know all of them, but the meaning can change a little bit. It depends upon the different recitations of the Quran. So here, this is called the point, that this is a point related to the qira'at, or the different ways of reciting, that at the end of the day, you get the meaning that the path is is being swallowed up by the one who travels it. Straight or mustaqim is an adjective of the path, is describing the path. Mustaqim is describing the sirat, and it means one who has no crookedness or deviation in it. We find it used in the words of the Almighty, this is my path and it is straight, so follow it. So inshallah we'll end with that. The next ayah is the path of those whom you have blessed. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. That's the next ayat that we go into, and then hopefully I think maybe by one or two classes we should finish Surah Al-Fatiha and continue with the rest of the program of the Tafhim. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر لي ولكم والحمد لله رب العالمين.